Welcome back to this page from a National Parks coloring book from Dowdle Doodles. Looks like this. Dowdle Doodles National Parks. And I am coloring this page with Irojiten Pencils. I received a complete set of Irojiten pencils. I'm very grateful for that. And I decided to test them thoroughly, and I'm testing them on this page. It is quite smooth paper. There is a little bit of tooth, but not too much. And Irojiten pencils are quite hard lead pencils. So I'm really interested in finding out what you can do with these Irojitens. I have been doing some coloring while you were not watching. For example, this bear and the tree. This tree, I've been adding some color to the tree. So let's continue. So here is chestnut brown. I gave it a sharp point. I'm going to put in a little more color. I'm using my light touch coloring technique. You won't see me testing these pencils with mineral spirits or something like that, baby oil. I've tried that once, baby oil, but I think it's quite messy, and I prefer the pencil, just a pencil to do the job. Some of you mentioned that there's a little boy in this drawing that has no legs. Here, poor little thing. So when I come to coloring this little boy, I will give him some legs. So, the tree that I am coloring right now is a giant sequoia. And if you've ever touched it, sequoia, I did years ago. I did it several times. I don't think you are. I thought there was a restriction that you shouldn't touch them, because if you walk close by the tree, then you could damage the roots of the tree, something like that. I really don't remember correctly, but I took my chance of touching the bark, and it is a beautiful reddish airy bark. Very interesting. I did some testing with the red tones, and I chose this one, Tangerine Orange. Now, the reference picture that is on the left page here, that is the original painting, doesn't show much orange, but I remember that these giant sequoias have a orange tone in their bark. So I'd like to put that in. Very interesting trees. They grow for thousands of years. And they are huge. Absolutely huge. You cannot imagine, I think, how big they are unless you have seen it with your own eyes. This is Kingfisher Blue, and I'm going to use it for the sky. Look, here's a little woodpecker. When you color in this book, you constantly discover new animals. There are so many animals hidden in the trees and the bushes and everywhere. So nice. Now these pencils, they are organized in 9 boxes of 10 pencils, and they are organized not by color but by character. Should I say it? It's like that. So there is a box with vivid tones, and there is a box, 2 boxes with deep tones. There are 2 boxes with vivid tones, yeah. There are dull tones, pale tones. Now, it looks beautiful. This is a box called Deep Tone number 2, so there's a number 1. There are 2 boxes. This looks gorgeous. But when I am looking for a blue pencil, I have to open all 9 boxes because there is a blue in every box, sometimes even 2. And so that is not so handy. Although I love the packaging, absolutely beautiful. But I am not thinking in terms of dull tones, deep tones, vivid tones, pale tones. I'm thinking in terms of just colors. Reds, yellows, oranges, blues, purples. So let's do a little experiment and change the organization, doing some organizing. Look at this, there's even a box of grayish tones. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to count all the pencils that are blue, and then I hope there are not more than 10, because there are 10 in a box, and I hope I can do some try a different way of organizing these pencils. So I'm now going to make some sort of rainbow to see how I can reorganize. Oh, they are escaping. So now this part of the video could be quite boring, so if you don't like watching this, feel free to skip a couple of minutes. And I'm sure it's going to be noisy too, with all those pencils hitting the table. Here is a grey tone, but it's called taupe. There are not many grey tones in the Irojiten set. This looks bluish. There's another bluish, midnight blue. This is something that I love doing, and I've been loving doing this for all my life, I think. Organizing pencils, colors. I can do this for hours. Just love it. And the next box, called Dull Tones. Here's some pinkish and purple. This is a grayish blue. Well, let's see if I can have it here. And bluish green hummingbird. Beautiful earth tones and greens. This is one of my favorite, oil yellow, very handy color. Cinnamon, beautiful too. Cedar wood, oh, well, that one would work very fine on the trees in the drawing. Here, very pale tone. I think this is one of the most beautiful boxes. But I have to warn you, these pencils are very pale. And my experience is that on several types of paper, they are hardly visible. Like this one, lupine, very, very light tone. Beautiful though. Cascade, a bluish green. Horizon blue, beautiful. And here we have deep tone number 2. Beautiful, dark, rich colors. Oh, I forgot half of the pale tones. Let's do that first. Here, got several more. Greenish, opal green. And another green. Asparagus. Sometimes it's hard to determine where to put the colors. Cameo pink. And a very light yellow called eggshell. Almond blossom, beautiful. And ecru. Okay, ecru. In Dutch we say ecru. I think we pronounce it the French way. But then, of course, with a huge Dutch accent. Indigo, very dark blue, lovely. Cactus green. Teal blue. Spruce. Moss green. There are a lot of greens. This is an interesting one. Mustard. You can do great things with that one. Beautiful, this one. Bamboo. Beautiful. Well, it looks earthy, so I'm going to the left to the brown tones. But I may change it and put it with the reds and the oranges. This is terracotta. And a beautiful maroon, very dark red. Let's put it over here. And plum. And here is a box called Pale Tones. Pale tone number 1. This is pigeon grey. Well, that is a very handy color because there are not many greys in this set. Lilac, beautiful. Forget-me-not blue. That's a lovely one. We have these flowers in our garden, forget-me-nots. Beautiful blue colors. Aqua. And this is ice green. Oh, let's put it here. Lettuce green. Narcissus. Shell pink. Let's go here. And there are 2 other pinks. Coral pink. I do have to say, the Irojiten set has many pinks, orchid pinks. I don't have a set of pencils with so many pinks. And here's wonderful light grayish tone, number 1. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Fawn. Now these are very difficult colors to categorize because of this grayish tone. Cork. Sallow, or also a brownish greenish grey. Wax yellow. It's impossible to show you all the pencils that are on the table right now, but I hope you will see most of it. Willow, interesting color, very interesting. This is mist green. Let's put it here. And another one, quartz green. Looks very similar to the mist green, but there's a little more blue in it. Here is porcelain blue. Interesting color also. And the campanula blue. Campanula, that is a beautiful flower. Purple blue flower. I will put it though with the grayer tones here. And another lovely one, sea fog. And here I have pale tone number 2. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Here we go. Rose pink. Really a lot of pinks are here. Apricot. And now we are heading for the lighter orange and yellows. Gamboge. I will put them here. Over here. And here is a straw yellow. Let's go to the left. This is spring green, lovely light tone. Mint green. There are a lot of mint colors also. And a turquoise. Celeste blue. Hyacinth blue. It's almost purple. And this is a one called crocus. And here is the last one, fluorescence. And I'm not sure if I will use these a lot, but I discovered that my 6-year-old niece, she loves them. So they will be used. So I'm going to put them in too. Here's one, plastic pink. Ooh. That looks unnatural. Surprise red. Well, I'll put it here because it says it is red. And here I have equatorial orange. Very bright orange. And another one, sunset orange. This is dazzling sun, something in between yellow and orange. Light lightning yellow. Let's put that one here. Firefly yellow. Flesh green. Yeah. Neon green. And vigorous green. So, these are all the Tombow Irojiten pencils. Here they are. Now the question is, can I reorganize them? So let's do some counting. I have boxes where you can store 10 pencils. How many blues do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 14, 15, 16. I have 17 pencils with a bluish tone. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, about 25 greenish tones, so that will be 2.5 boxes. And there's something else that is I'm noticing right now. I have hardly any reds. There are these warm brown tones. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this one, 7. And then I have some reddish tones here, 8, 9, 10. And then the oranges and the pinks. Very interesting. There are quite a lot of purples and pinks also. Only 3 colors here that look grayish. Wow. Okay, I'm going to do some organizing. Okay, this is how I organized it. I have one box here with browns and reddish tones, oranges, yellows, and a very, very bright pink, grayish tones, blue greens, blue, purples, greens, green earthy tones, and pink. I think this way of organizing is going to work much better for me, although I loved the way that Irojiten stores the pencils in the boxes, because every pencil box looks gorgeous, but it is not that practical. This is Chartreuse green, and I'm going to use it here. The fact that there are so little red tones is quite extraordinary, and with that decision, Irojiten is pushing you in a certain direction of coloring with muted earthy tones, and I actually like that, although I can imagine that you would want some more red, clear, bright red colors. Also, there are only 3 colors that I would call gray, and they are mid-tones. Here they are, I'll show you. This one, a slightly lighter one, and this one is a more bluish gray called oh yes, that's the Campanula blue. So there are not, there are no very light grays in the set and no very darks. So it's all medium tone. Okay, let's continue the work. I'm going for this one. Cactus green. I have to say it's much easier to find my colors now. So that's my reorganizing is quite successful so far. Let's put in some color here on the foliage. This is the foliage of the Sequoia trees. I'm having a migraine today. That is because of very busy days that we had. Very nice days. We had a great concert last weekend and we had a very fun evening 2 days ago with our choir, the choir that I'm singing in. But I went to bed too late and well, that happened before, and then I will have a migraine. No, it's all not that bad, but look at this little owl. Hello, you owl. What kind of owl is it a great horned owl? We have great horned owls too in Europe. We call them uhu. Huge birds. We have a couple of them nesting, breeding in the Netherlands, in the south of the Netherlands, where there are a couple of hills, and those birds found a great place for living. They are not close to my home. We do have owls, but well, I don't see them very often. There are many people who are suffering from migraines, and lately I discovered a migraine app. I put it on my phone, and actually it's really a very helpful app because it helps you to keep track of your migraines, and it also helps you to discover the causes of the migraines. And I think it's very helpful, and I have to say my migraines have actually gone better. the last couple of months. I've been changing my diet a little bit. It seems to work. And once in a while it still happens, but it has been a while now, so no complaints. And I can still color, so I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself, migraine or not. I also discovered that for me, doing nothing while having a migraine, lying in bed, is really not helping me. So I decided to just keep going. So let's take a look. Well, I think this is going to be a very, very long project, like all my projects. I'm a very slow colorist, but I'm looking forward to the end result.